That's a strong one. All right, Johnny, here we go. This video is meant to explain the changes to the Army rifle qualification that might be adopted as soon as the summer of 2018. This video is for informational purposes and not intended to be the only research leaders do. Some of the information that has been released on the internet has created a lot of confusion. This video is not sponsored or otherwise endorsed by the Army, DoD, or other government entity. This video will explain some of the changes, show the new qualification sequence on a range, and then cover the changes to the qualification levels. This is an attempt to get information to soldiers and leaders so they can adjust their training plans and be prepared when the changes are implemented. There is no modification requirement for existing ranges that support current qualification standards except for the addition of a barricade at each firing point. The course of fire requires 40 rounds of 5.56mm ammunition and contains 40 target presentations. One of the major changes is that the new qualification has the 40 rounds loaded into 4 10-round magazines. Once the qualification starts, soldiers are required to conduct magazine checks and position changes without stopping the qualification. This means once the target operator starts the sequence, all 40 targets will be presented. There is no longer a deliberate pause that allows soldiers to change positions and magazines, with the safeties confirming that everyone is ready for the next stage. This change requires soldiers to evaluate their equipment setup to ensure their magazines are accessible. It also requires soldiers to practice drill eye reload as covered in TC 3.22-9 Change 2. This TC also covers the firing positions required for this qualification. The course of fire is set up as a scenario with the soldier first engaging 10 targets from the prone unsupported position in 5 separate target presentations. The soldier will then hear a verbal prompt 10. This is meant as a reminder to conduct a magazine change and change position. The soldier will then assume a prone supported position and engage 10 targets in 5 presentations. The soldier will then assume a kneeling supported position using the barricade at their firing point and engage 10 targets in 4 presentations. The soldier will then assume a standing supported position remaining at the barricade and engage 10 targets in 4 presentations. Following the final target presentation, the soldier will clear their weapon and stand by for further instructions. The targets have also been highlighted. Versions of this video just showing the qualification with target distances and exposure times have also been posted to YouTube so you can conduct dry fires with video support. Let's watch the qualification in action. Soldiers, stand by and watch your lanes. "50 left. 150. 200. 100. 150. 200. 100, 150, 200, 250. "10. Change magazine and assume a prone supported firing position. 300. 150. 300. 200. 300. 250. 300. 150, 250, 300. 10. Change magazine and assume a kneeling supported firing position. 50 right. 200. 250. 50 left. 200. 150. 250. 100. 200. 250. 10. Change magazine and assume a standing supported firing position. 50 left. 100. 100. 150. 50 right. 100. 150. 50 left. 100. 200. This concludes your qualification. Unload and show clear. The qualification standards have been changed slightly. There are now 4 levels of qualification: expert, sharpshooter, marksman, and qualified. It is important to know that unless you score expert, sharpshooter, or marksman on your first attempt at qualification, you will have to wait 6 months for another attempt. To qualify as expert, you must hit 36 to 40 targets in your first attempt. Sharpshooter requires 32 to 35 hits. Marksman requires 28 to 31 hits. Hey, if you like the guy who talked during this video, go to Vossen Media on YouTube. He talks a lot on that one too. You don't have to plug me, dude. Just make your video. I love you. Later, brother.